There'll be no editing at all on this, Grant. It's great to spend time with you, and just hearing of your 6.5 years working with BMS in Tunisia, and it brought you back, and the Lord brought you here to Cumbernauld to be the pastor of Carbean. So what excites you, after a year and a half, what excites you most about being here?
There's lots of things that excite me, thankfully. So I'm trying not to feel like one of these apostles who's asked to stand before rulers and account for their faith. I'm excited by the fact that there's a real positive spirit in the church amongst the members, that we're actually going places and moving forward. We've had a lot of signs recently that we're starting to engage with the local community, and there's more and more people starting to come into the church. Not necessarily lots of new members on a Sunday, but through some of the activities we're doing, like Messy Church on a Friday, we've had a lot of contact with new families, and they've enjoyed the time with us and felt safe here and enjoyed the whole atmosphere, and each time we meet they bring new families with them, so that's been really quite exciting.
What's been important about Messy Church? Because some people might not have any idea what's meant by that.
Well, when I came here, we had a largely elderly congregation, if they'll forgive me for saying that. And truly we were at a loss as to where we were going to find families. Everybody has this desire, let's get more families into the church. But the reality was that we couldn't necessarily access lots of families. And the idea of Messy Church came about as a means to encourage parents, to come along with the children from school and to take part in activities that art and craft activities that tell a Bible story, then to hang around and share a meal with all the members of the church who are helping to organise the event. And the first time we met was on a really snowy day, and we were supposed to start at 3:30, and all we had in the hall was the children who belonged to the church, and we were doing some serious praying and thinking, please God, just give us one family today. And lo and behold, just as we were going to pack up, one family arrived, and they said to us that we're sorry for coming late, is it okay if we stay? And we got to know this family, and they brought another family the next time, and they brought another family the next time, and it's just mushroomed from there. And now we're all very excited about it, and everyone who comes seems to be really quite committed to the idea of being part of the fellowship, part of Carbean Baptist Church. They don't really come on a Sunday, but they would say, we belong to this church, which is very nice.
I'm going to ask you a question that is a close question, actually. It's not one I warned you about, but I'm just thinking, you're trained, you worked as a social worker, you were there working in developmental work in Tunisia. You've come back to Cumbernauld, a church that's been around for over 50 years. You're in the prime of life. If I was to ask you, what is the gospel of Jesus Christ? How would you answer that?
That is it's not really a closed question. There's a bit of scope there for the gospel of Jesus Christ is the good news. That we don't have to live in sin. We don't have to be separated from God. That God took on the form of a human who humbled himself and came down and lived amongst us. And if we put our faith in him, then we not only have the promise of being able to be part of his kingdom here, but actually we have a future hope that we will live with him and even be in glory with him and reign with him in the future. For me, it's just a massive message of hope, and it's something that a depressed community like Carbean especially really needs, because all around us there's evidence of hopelessness and not a lot of good news being spread around.
Grant, the Lord bless you and your church and your family greatly in all that lies ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.